I'm a black woman, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this for all you damn delusional, funky Democrats that get on the television and act like we're black people are ignorant. Y'all act like we're unlearned. Y'all act like we don't know no better. Y'all act like we're slow and everything. I'm going to get to something that AOC said. And anybody that she's going viral with, she's only going viral with these are delusional leftists, ignorant thinking Americans that seem to continue day after day believing that black people votes are in jeopardy. Our votes have never been in jeopardy unless you got some lazy acts that won't go out there and get the credentials that they need that will allow them to be able to vote, which is a ID. Now I'm finna get to this AOC and this old clown black boy that acting like he's Timu Martin Luther King. I'm sick of these bastards. I'm sick of how they are. I'm sick of them trying to stir the pot and cause some mass hysteria, chaos with blacks that don't seem to understand your vote cannot be taken if you are a natural born American citizen.
Woo! She is cooking, and I'm going to let her cook. But we're going to come back to her in a quick second. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. This young lady is upset, and I understand. I feel her. I get her pain. I do. And she has every right to get out here and voice her opinion, especially based off of what Sandy Ocasio said. Sandy Ocasio and the Democrat Party, they are grasping for straws. They know they are cooked. They know it. They don't have the votes that they try to portray that they have. If it wasn't for the fact that mainstream media was in their back pocket and you know, liberal media out there, mainstream media was nothing more than a propaganda arm for the DNC, they'd be 6 feet under right now. You know it, I know it, we all know it. We're gonna keep going. Let's go.
So Alexandria, occasionally cognizant, said this.
Time for the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. To come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and
darling, sweetheart, bring it in real quick. Have you not seen the meme that's been floating around social media for several years now about the USA being divided into Hunger Games districts? You know, this one right here. General consensus is, now there's a few people that disagree, but general consensus is District 3, yeah, you just challenged all of District 3, and District 3 just looked at you and went, I'm your Huckleberry. Say when. I do have one question for you real quick. Did you forget about a state? Did you forget about it, or did you purposely omit it? I could honestly believe either one knowing you, but actually, more than likely, you probably just forgot. It's a stupid question. You forgot about it. I bet you couldn't point to half those states on a map. But anyways, I digress. This whole operation, just let them talk, it's working. It's working. I'm starting to think you only have to have 2 brain cells that are fighting for 3rd place in order to be a politician nowadays, and that don't really matter which side of the fence you're on.
He's absolutely right there. Wow. 100% spot on. I said this earlier. Hey, doesn't matter. Right, left, Democrat, Republican. You got to hold these people accountable. You got to pay attention. You got to do your own due diligence, your own research on all of these people, because we got Democrats trying to act like they're Republicans. We got Republicans trying to move into the Democrat Party. You got, people out here, just pandering and saying whatever it is that they feel like you want to hear so they can obtain your vote, so they can become a multimillionaire. Let's just call it what it is. It's getting really, really crazy right now. And it's our job, those of us on the conservative side of things, it's our job to make sure that we're doing all of the research and then holding these people accountable. We're going to do that. And we want to make sure that we share with you guys who to support, who not to support, or at least to point you in the right direction so you can start to do your own research and then make an educated decision. Yeah, this dude's absolutely right, man. AOC didn't look at that map. I saw that a while back. I'm like, yeah, the South, you don't want to come down here. Y'all don't want those problems.
Citizen. Let's get to this heifer here, AOC.
time for the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. It is time for all of us to come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and let them know exactly what they justice.
Who the hell do you think you are? I'm going to tell you why y'all mention all the southern states. Because y'all think we don't have no sense. We got plenty of professional people in the South. Just like Jasmine Crockett said that we were poor, Texas poor, Georgia poor, and everything. I'm going to tell you blacks something in these states. This is how Democrats think of us. This is how they've always thought of us. They gave us welfare so they can make us shut our mouths up. They gave us all this housing and projects so we could get somewhere and be good little girls and good little boys. And then they get up in here and they take to the TVs and they try to humiliate us to our face. And then you're going to have some blacks that are going to turn around and still allow this ignorant rhetoric to go forward and stuff. They're still gonna have some delusional blacks that's gonna have a reason to still promote and go and back these people up. You know what she said? She said it's time for the North to come to the South. You got some ignorant people in the North. What the fuck are you talking about? It is time for New York to go to Alabama. What is going on in New York right now and stuff? They're being led by a Mandani foreigner that's trying to turn New York upside down. What the fuck can they do coming into Alabama? Not a thing. You know, you all need to stay up there in Washington with y'all fake ass likings of citizens. Y'all let the border open. Y'all let all these people come in. Y'all let all these folks take our resources. There are so many people getting cut off Social Security. There's so many people getting cut off Medicare. There are so many people that can't afford child care. There are so many people that are homeless. There are so many people that can't afford groceries, can't afford gas. And y'all got the fervent audacity to get on television and tell these states to pull up places. Y'all need to pull out. That's what y'all do. Y'all need to pack y'all bags and go. Because we're going to show y'all just what we mean and everything. Y'all think that y'all going to play on black people intelligence again? Y'all think that y'all going to misuse us? Y'all think y'all going to use us to tilt the scale? We got another thought for you. You're not going to use us. Y'all plantation is burning down. Y'all plans are burning down. So now y'all finna travel y'all on taxpayers' dollars down here to mess with these states and all. These states need redistricting because at the bottom line, all these states there are black districts are poor. Their illiteracy rate, their education is poor. The housing situation is poor. The infrastructure is poor. Crimes is up a rampage and everything. So don't tell me nothing about remapping and redoing anything by redistricting because districting should have no color. No color. And at this point, I don't even trust Democrats. I don't give a care what color it turned. Red, blue, purple, pink, or white. It doesn't fuck to me because there is nothing that you all have done to us but make us suffer. And then y'all want us to think that it was the Biden administration that saved us. No, they didn't. They started the disaster. Matter of fact, I take that back. Obama started the disaster. And then now y'all want to come in and y'all want to mess with our states and y'all want to come in here and want to do all this and want to make us think that we're too stupid to handle it. Well, bring y'all on. And we will show y'all. Georgia will show y'all. Mississippi will show y'all. Texas will show y'all. Alabama will show y'all. Just because we're in the South, that don't mean that we're slave mentality. Just because we're in the South don't mean we're slow. Just because we're in the South don't mean that we still got educated people. We still got doctors. We got lawyers. We got athletes, professional. We got celebrities. We got everything that y'all got in the North. We got everything that y'all got in New York. We got everything that y'all got. So come on with it. Come on with it. I'm an educated black woman and all that. I ain't nowhere near slow.
ARP family, here's the part nobody talks about enough. A lot of you did everything right. You worked for decades, you saved, you built something for the future. And now inflation, policy decisions, global instability, all of it is starting to put that at risk. Not because you messed up, but because the system itself is getting more unstable. And when you really think about it, most retirement accounts are still fully tied to that system. So if it moves, everything moves. That's why more people are asking a different question. Not just what happens next, but how exposed am I? And for some, that means looking at ways to protect at least a portion of what they've built outside of that system, things like physical gold. And that's what led me to Augusta Precious Metals. They take the time to walk you through how it works step by step and help you decide if it even makes sense for you. No pressure, just good information. If you'd like to learn more, go to writeforgold.com, writeforgold.com, or text FAITH, FAITH, to 35052 just to understand your options, because you worked too daggone long to build this to leave it fully exposed. Now let's get back into the video. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. The thing is that if you really sit down and you ask Democrats, what are y'all fighting for? And if you ask the people in the districts, why have y'all been supporting this? Think about this. She hit the nail on the head. Every last one of these districts that are being redistricted, every last one, it's poor, it's poverty ridden, it's destitute, it's crime ridden. She said it, the illiteracy rate is high, the education is low, it's piss poor. What are you fighting for? Seriously, are you fighting to keep the districts poor, broke, busted, and disgusted? Is that what you're fighting for? That's what you're angry about? You would rather have, quote unquote, Democrat representation. Let's call it what it is. You would rather have Democrat representation than somebody in there that actually cares about you, that wants to see the district and the area improve? On the thoughts of, oh, this is a black district. It makes absolutely no sense. When you throw the report card at them and say, this is what y'all fighting for? This is it? So you care more about quote unquote black representation than actual good, solid representation and those districts improving. It's ridiculous, man. It really is. The next time somebody tells you something along those lines, just run the stats down and ask them like, hey, this is what y'all fighting for? This is what you want to continue to improve? Or this is what you want to continue?
AOC gave her little speech and was feeling oh so tough, saying it was time for the North to pull up to the South. What do you think she meant by that? I mean, surely she wasn't inciting violence, especially after everything that they accused President Trump of back in 2020. But I just can't help but wonder, what did she mean when she said it was time for the North to pull up to the South? And then we have to remember the part where she said Dems would not be taken out of power. What was she implying? Was she threatening all of us in the South with a good time? I think the Department of Justice should absolutely look into the speech that AOC gave. Now we know she was using the words pull up as a call to action, literally begging Northerners to come to the South. When it doesn't fare out the way AOC had hoped, I'm sure they will all be the victims. Let me know in the comments section.
Yeah, they'll all play victim. They'll come down here, cut a fool, get arrested, get locked up, or worse. And then they'll play the victim and say, hey, we was just trying to be peaceful. Yeah, okay. Don't let AOC put a battery in your back. Don't let AOC write a check your behind can't cash.
Just did the impossible. She outdid herself.
It is time for the North to pull up to the South. Alabama is the crucible. Georgia is the crucible. Tennessee, Louisiana, Mississippi is the crucible. So if you are not from here, it is time to pull up. Because what they thought was the final blow is actually just the opening silo.
Opening silo, salvo, AOC. Salvo, the word you're looking for is salvo. These are silos. You store grain in them. That's what a silo is. That's what they're for. I swear this woman has got to be the dumbest member of our Congress. Remember last week when she was claiming that our country was actually founded during the 1960s by the Civil Rights Movement? Yeah, now here she is advocating for, I guess, a redo of Reconstruction plus the Freedom Riders Act. This entire woman's life is based on trying to cosplay the wrong foundational myths. But I mean, go for it. Go for it. Bring hordes of people down to the South, activists, Marxist activists, socialist activists, making loads of trouble, screaming hysterically, unable to find the right words to even use. And let us know how that works out for the Democrat Party in the next elections.
Yeah, it's not going to work out too well. But that's who the Democrats are. You let people talk long enough, they'll tell you exactly who they are and what they're about. And we've listened to Jasmine Crockett, we've listened to Sandy Ocasio, we've listened to Hakeem Jeffries, we've listened to Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters. The list goes on and on. Ayanna Pressley. They all talk tough. They all are tough, but they're all bark, no bite. They're not really about that life. They're really not. And when you look at them, look at them. Look at what they stand for. Look at the districts that they run. None of these places are bastions, for, success and prosperity. But the thing is that they want the entire country to look exactly how their districts are. And they want the 99% of us to be poor, broke, busted, disgusted, dependent upon them. While they sit up there worth multi-millions worth of dollars, you know what I'm saying? And talk to you behind bulletproof glass and ivory towers and tell you how they're going to be the ones to come and save you. I'm telling you, Democrats have a God complex, man. They truly believe that they are your Lord and Savior. And they're not. We reject it. I reject it. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. In the Lord hit my chest, kicked death from my breath, put power in my step.